Okay, I can go live. Oh my goodness. This awesome. All right, this is my first shows and it's all Glenn Lundy's fault. I'm just saying it's all his fault and it's meant as a compliment. Oh, wait. Got it. Am I going live? I think I'm live. I love it. I love because if it's horrible, it means it can only get better. I love when I fail because I only get better. Okay. So this is the mighty Melanie show who had a stroke, deleted all my words. So talking to me is like a game because my words come out all scrambled up and I've decided it's inspiring. Every time my words come out wrong and all messed up, it's inspiring because if I can try, maybe you could try. And that is the whole episode is I'm giving you permission to do things like you because we're all different and amazing and it all makes us amazing. So this started because of Glenn and I said, okay, Glenn, I want to build a business like you. I freaking love. The first time I saw Glenn Lundy going live on Instagram, I was jumping up and down and I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do when I grow up. And my husband looks at me and I was like, I think Glenn is my twin brother. And my husband points out, he comes over and he wants to see what Glenn looks like. And then my husband looks at me and he's like, my husband, I call him my dreamy husband. And he always starts with putting his head on top of his shoulder. No, this is your head shit. Oh, okay. One of the things when you have a stroke and you can't control your mouth, weird things come up. So give me permission. Old me, I never swore. Now my mouth swears because it's lazy English. So give me permission for this. All right. So my husband took a look at Glenn and my husband points out, he's like, honey, there's no way a black 6-foot-tall black man is your twin brother. And I was like, have you seen that show, This Is Us? He could be my twin brother. You don't know. Just because we have different moms and dads and we live up in different countries doesn't mean he's not my twin brother. My husband's like, okay, love. This man. So when I talked to Glenn, I said, okay, how do I do this? And he's like, okay, very simple. He's like, go live and make it simple and figure it out as you go. And I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I run my business for my clients. When my clients see me, I go, okay, where do you want to go? And then I engineer it backwards to get where you want to go. And at the same time, I have to let them know, have your expectations open and to know, even though this is your goal that you're going to, it will look different when you get there. So I always engineer backwards. Glenn does it the opposite. Glenn, he says, just start working. Keep moving forward, make it simple, and as you go, you're going to build it as you go. And I was like, he's doing the opposite of me. And in this, like, when someone wants to do things the opposite of what you want to do, it rocks you. It rips your soul and rocks you. So I'm laying in my bed, laying there sad with the blankets over my head. I was talking to my husband and I was like, he thinks the opposite of me. And I know he's right. And I'm going to try this. And my husband's laughing at me as he's like, okay, great. So he told you exactly what to do. So now you have to do it. And I was like, but I have to get over myself. People have to see me. And the part of me seeing myself, realizing that I need to work on my own worth self, my own worth self. I don't know if that's the right thing. And I have to get over myself and doing things the opposite of what I'm doing and making it simple because I'm really good at making things complicated. And so I've spent 3 years planning and getting and learning English and doing everything that I need to do to be able to live. And oh my goodness, there's actually 3 people watching this. Oh my goodness. And thank you. So this is the first. So you might have noticed that I am in some ways similar to Glenn and in a lot of ways opposite. But when I was looking at Glenn and doing 1,000 lives, and I was like, okay, I don't want to be the best. That's never my, even in school, I liked being the 3rd best because no one pays attention to me. And it means that I'm really good what I'm doing. So in university, I was the top 3rd of my class or the 2nd, sometimes accidentally became the best in the class. But I liked being the 3rd because the person that liked being the best in the class, they're usually had this, they wanted to win, right? They're like, So people don't like fighting with me because I don't care. And so I do this thing when people are the best and I was like, okay, we're both right. And they're trying to convince me. And I was like, no. So my goal is not to be the best of anything. Instead, I can be committed to doing 1,000 lives. So this is number 1. So, can we see that? There's the number 1. This is my first one. And I'm committed to do 100 lives. So I'm starting with my intention. My intention is being motivational and happy. But at the same time, I'm not going to be happy all the time because some days I wake up and I'm not happy. Right now, today, I am so afraid and I'm kicking my butt and I'm saying, nope, we're going to do it anyways. Even though it's messy and all messed up, I'm going to do it anyways. And I'm willing to try. I'm willing to try things like, I love this of as a little kid, you put on the shoes that are too big for you and you try and you play anyway. So that's where I am right now. I am recording. I'm live on Facebook. I'm behind the scenes on Instagram. And I'm also recording for a podcast because I like listening so I can do 2 things at once because I'm a mother, right? I like to do 3 things at once. Now, the other thing is that I'm also giving myself permission to do it just like me because I have brain damage. I sometimes I will work for 8 hours and I will give her, and then my body will start turning off. My brain damage, my brain gets tired and I need to fall asleep. So often at 3 p.m., I will fall asleep and I can't be committed to a certain time every day and all the time. So what I'm doing is I'm going to do it live when I wake up. So when I wake up, I'm going to make a live. So sometimes there might be 2 in a day, and sometimes there won't be for a couple days because I'm not capable of making making words, because when my brain gets tired, it starts turning off my body, so I can't actually start controlling my body. Or I won't be able to make words. My brain gets tired and I can't do it. So I'm just going to do it the way I can do it. And I love this idea of, because there's people all over the world, when they wake up, to get up and want to be watching those show. And so this show, I'm going to have a quote. I'm going to have a story. Oh, and these rocks too. I'm going to pull up one of these rocks every day too. All right. And so ask me questions. All right. And one of the quotes is so the quote for today is, put on your grown-up underwear. That's something my mom would said. She's like, when my mom would said, put on your underwear and get to work. Put on, like, it's this idea of like, level up, put on your grown-up underwear and get to work. And I want everyone to do it like you, only the way that you can do it. Now, the way I travel, the way that I do things, is that I think of the city, of our goal, where we're going to go. So I want to be a motivational speaker. That's what I'm going to be. And when I talk to everyone and I look to all this stuff, they're like, you just have to keep doing it. Get up online and keep practicing. Off you go. So that's where I want to go. I want to be a motivational speaker. And what I do is I enjoy every day on the way, because I don't care if I'm ever a big motivational speaker. The thing is that every day I'm going to wake up, I'm going to create something that is inspiring and wonderful, because I keep hearing these people that come up to me and say, Melanie, you have changed your life. That story you told me the right stories at the right time, and that has changed me. And then they start telling me how I've changed their life. And I'm like, how did I do that? and I think it's so interesting. And it's like, okay, if I can do this for my friends and these random people that I've met, what if this could be more for other people? Because if I can change one person, what if that affects more people? What if my voice is the one thing that they need to heard at the right time? So that is my show. And I believe in you. I freaking love people, and I love that we're all different and simple. And I have friends that are Christians, Buddhas, witches, like all kinds. My 8 best friends are all completely different, and they're from all over the world. And I love that they think opposite than me, because if we're all the same, then we can't find the mistakes that we're doing. And that's what I'm loving about the world and how everyone around the world. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is my first of 1,000. My intention is I woke up today and I'm moving things forward. So I have these rocks. These rocks. So I'm going to pick out 2 of them, and I want you to choose which one you want. Okay. All right. This one says, you got this. I'm so graceful. Yes. You got this. Oh, and it says opposite. So this one, it means you got this. So that is your message, the message for you, that you're going to go and try and do something hard. Something, I want you got this. I believe that you got this, and I want to let me know what you're going to do next. The other one This one says, love trying. So this one, I want you to go try something. Like that other one that I have of the willing to try, willing to do something even though it's too hard for you. I want you to try it. And if you fail, I want you to freaking laugh and joke and be like, do you remember that? Because I think everything that happens in our life, it just becomes a story. In 20 years, when you come back, we're going to look back at love of show 1 of Melling trying on 3 platforms, all messy and dropping, and we'll see. This will be the like, oh yeah, I saw the first one. So I told a story of Glenn telling me how to be a motivational. This is behind the scenes, and I have a card for the one to end with. Okay. The ending. I wake up every morning. It's different. Because for me, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing that I do is I test to make sure that I can actually move my body. And then I look around and I see that I woke up in our house. Yes! So I wake up thinking I'm winning. I move my body, I'm in my house, and I'm like, this is a freaking miracle. So when I wake up in the morning, I wake up and I said, this is a miracle because I woke up today. So the same way, when you woke up in the morning, I want you to wake up and say, this is a miracle because you woke up today. I want you to wake up that way. And I'm giving you permission. I'm giving you permission to be it like you. Okay? So wake up, you're a miracle. And then, where's that other book? Here it is. Mel Robinson, her book. Oh my goodness. You should read this book. It's awesome. So, like Mel Robinson recommends, she high five on the mirror. So I'm high-fiving you. So, dude, you woke up today. High five you. You woke up today. I give you a high five. You got this. So, this is my first show. Leave me some comments. And I look forward to meet you. And let me know something I want to know about you. You're wonderful. Okay. This is the first one, and it can only get better than this. Or maybe worse. I don't know. All right. Okay. How do I end this?